Hi everybody, 2 harness racing meetings on Friday night around New Zealand. Alexandra Park is the big one this week. Addington though, Craig Thompson, has a super duper 3-year-old trot. It is a beauty.
Real class act of 3-year-olds, isn't it, at the moment, Michael? We've seen the last 3 or 4 weeks, 3 or 4 individual winners. I'm talking like the likes of Euro Cash and Bit of Muscle, Leaf Stride, Paramount Princess. There's a bit of depth in the 3-year-old trotters at the moment, Michael, and they all end up in the same race this week. Of course, the following week is going to be the main target for a lot of these, but it is a nice race and intriguing, isn't it? Bit of Muscle. He looked a horse that, for me, a little bit of the benchmark of the 3-year-old trotters at the moment. I know he's got the awkward draw the outside of the front, but boy, he's a real serious racehorse.
Yeah, when he lets down, he's not very big. When he lets down, he sort of drops his ass and he just, he looks like a horse who's going to go through the grades. And he looks like a horse that Bob Butt can afford to push the button on early, and he won't have some of the concerns that maybe some of the others will have. But what did you make of Leaf Stride fresh up? Because the hype around him was very big, and he looks very unfinished, but very talented.
Yeah, I think he's a very, very good trotter, and I think obviously his main target will be next week. I think he's a horse that Phil would be very happy for this week if he just did everything right. A fortnight ago when he won that race, it was a very small field. He ended up finding the front. They walked around. There was not many in it, Michael, and he was about 2.5 seconds slower than Bit of Muscle's time and also Euro Cash's time. So he'll have to improve his game if he's going to beat the other two. I think they've got a little bit more ring craft. I think he's the improving horse in the brigade, Leaf Stride, but I'm not quite sure if he's quite there yet.
Talk to me about Euro Cash, because Greg and Nina Hope have a really nice bunch of young trotters, but I think he's the best of them.
I think absolutely right. I think Franco Yorick at stablemate actually maps to lead early here. Euro Cash will come across. He's won 3 from 4, and gee, Michael, he's a typical Love You, isn't it? I mean, we've got Leaf Stride and Euro Cash here. The Love Yous, they're doing again a marvellous job, and they get them up and going early. And this boy, he can win from anywhere in the field. He's got high speed. He can stay. He's just the all-round product. But in answer to your question, I tip Bit of Muscle to win this race, because I think even though he's drawn out wide, he does have the gate speed to go forward. And I don't think there's too many here that want to lock him.
No, it's a good race. That's the third on the card. I'll tell you what else is a good race. By the way, first race goes there at 5:21 tonight. They kick off earlier than Alexandra Park. Tell you what I thought was a winner tonight, Craig. Try and talk me out of it. Wild Excuse in race 7. Loved this horse and thought it would be better for the fresh up run.
Best of the night. Take the 320 now. The bookmakers have opened it at 330. I think it's into 320 at the moment. I think it'll start under $3, Michael, by the time the race starts tonight. It was fantastic behind Minstrel a fortnight ago. That was its first up run. Of course, it prepared so well through Cup Week last year. The horse that ran third in that race a fortnight ago was Jazzy Star. Jazzy Star came out a week later and beat a good field last week. Minstrel's had a fortnight between races. And the good thing about Wild Excuse is its standing start manners. Yeah. Really good from a stand. And Belmont Major and Tyrone's Bit of a Lemon, which are off the front, have never been from a stand.
All right. What else do you like at Addington? Because that's my bet of the night. It's pretty easy. I think 320 is a real spoil. I think it'll start 2.5. So what else do you like, earlier or later in the night?
Well, I think it was the best of the night. If you're going to have a bet earlier in the program, Firefox is going to be very short in the maiden. But if you want a little bit of value in that race, there's a runner in there called Yorokobi that's trained by Regan Todd. It had its first up run in the Kindergarten Stakes, which seems years ago now, but it actually wasn't a bad first up run. It was then trained by Kirk Larson. It's now gone to Regan Todd. I thought its trial the other day was excellent. I think it can push Firefox and be a really good Quinella in race number 6.
Okay, that's Addington tonight, dovetailing into Alexandra Park. Addington kicks off first, so they have 10, kicks off at 5:21. We'll be back on Sunday on hrnz.co.nz, because we have one of the iconic meetings of the spring. It's DG Jones Memorial Cup Day coming out of Montekura.